it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitor sideline, Giants head coach Brian Dable. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in our nation's capital. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Now the third team in the last 3 years. You remember Denver to Pittsburgh and now here in New York. He showed flashes of the vintage rush throughout the year in 2024 with the Steelers. Now he's looking to sustain those flashes for his new team in the Big Apple.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Wilson. And it is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 3. First down, New York.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Cam Scannaboo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Giants 7.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. make it to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Washington.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Over the middle here to Brown.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like they said, listen, you're going to sell the gun, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Commanders, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, you figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, a good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. To throw is Wilson. That one taken in by Neighbors. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Wilson changing the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wilson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Here's Wilson. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Throwing now is Daniels. Touchdown, Washington! Okay, time to hop back into this one. It's a red zone alert with a 1st and 10 upcoming down at the 13-yard line. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the run is Tracy. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. They're hoping for a nice return on this upcoming punt here as they trail in the 4th quarter. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Olszewski now to return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Well, I think like this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. To the air goes Daniels.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. So here we go. Wilson and the Giants trailing 14-13. A minute 44 to go. This is only weak. And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors taking it in. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 20. Five-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another Washington first down.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
First and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Pierce. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field. This is 1st and 10. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Connects with Slayton. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Wilson to throw. And it's caught by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from 52, and this for the win. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Jets, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try